On April 23, 2022, officers from the Milwaukee Police Department in Wisconsin responded to a slew of 911 calls. One caller, Kashawn Rowley, shared that he was at his girlfriend Leah Davis's apartment and she was shot.
You hear any gunshots?
Over here? Hey, come here! Lamers!
Better in here.
Stand over there. Stand.
Oh, let me shut the fuck up. That's probably this nigga's sister or something.
Stand over there. Stand over there and don't move.
I'm not moving, bro. I promise to God on my.
Oh. Oh, hell no. This nigga think he's slick.
Officers follow Kashawn to Leah's apartment, where they find an unresponsive Leah on the floor, blood coming from her head. A third officer arrives, and they apprehend Kashawn to remove him from the room so they can fully attend to Leah.
Granny and everything. I never. All right.
Just take him outside.
She's got a gunshot wound to the head.
You know, I done been around the block a couple times. You know, I done watched a lot of these type of videos, and one thing they always say is any nigga that like get to trying to distance themselves, like I didn't do this, I wasn't her, I wasn't whoop. They did the fuck out that hoe. You know what I'm saying?
So I came over here, right? I'm literally, she only let me stand right here. Mind you, okay? Listen, did you listen to me? Only let me stand right here. Look, I'm finna show you. So can I come over? She said, you can come over for a little bit. I said, okay. I said, but when I got over here, she was like, no, you can't come in. Or something like that because she wanted to get ready to go to sleep. I'm like, okay, you want to get ready to go to sleep, so I'm finna go. I literally came down here to my car. I literally came over here to my car. I got in my car.
You listening, nigga, damn.
No pulse on her?
No.
Or CPR, I guess.
Yeah, I am. Starting CPR.
Listen, I swear to God on everything.
You're good, buddy.
Huh?
You're good, buddy.
Okay, look, I swear to God on everything I love. Look, I came to my car. The moment I opened my car door, I heard 8 shots come from her apartment. I literally, bro, I'm thinking somebody shooting else somewhere, so I pull up the street. I'm like, damn, what the f? But I turn around because I'm like, dog, bro, that's my girl, bro. I really love this girl to death. So I'm like, okay, so I turn around, bro. Listen, I'm beating on the fucking door to try to get the f back in the apartment because I don't have the key or nothing, bro.
I need a cage car for him. I literally just started CPR and a shot to the head. I'm not conscious, not breathing.
Yeah, there's gray matter.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So listen, she tell me that the moment I get by her car, I listen. The moment I get by my car, right? Listen, I hear 8 shots, bro. I run upstairs, bro, because I listen, bro. Her door's unlocked because she just closed the door behind me, bro. I made sure she was okay because I told her when I was here, I said, okay, I'm gonna call you later and like that because I know you got work tonight. She work at Walmart on East Capitol. Okay. So listen, when I got to my car, I swear to God, I heard 8 shots. I go up there, bro. I look. All I do is open the door, bro. She's laying on the fucking ground, bro.
We'll sort it out, buddy.
And then I ain't gonna lie, I do think that 8 shot slush shit. If it was 8 shots that was fired, this nigga's cooked, you know. And another thing I will also say is, if he was a better liar, he probably could have fucked around and said some. I think they was coming for me, they know this my girl shit, so I just like, and he could have acted like he was a little more distraught because he gonna feel like it's his fault because he got his girl killed. You could have capped down a little better. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get in your way here, man. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there's no plan back for that.
Yeah.
But right now, she's obviously shot. You're the only person in the apartment, so you're just detained right now, okay? You guys not here, right? No. Like I said, you're not arrested, but you're just detained until we figure out what's going on.
Bro, I swear to God, bro. I would get that shit to her, cuz.
All right.
I don't know, bro. She didn't let me in the house, bro. She didn't let me in the house at all.
What happened?
You just said you was in that hole and she didn't let you in the room. Now she ain't let me in the house. You're fried.
Listen. She didn't let me go in the house or nothing like that, bro. Nothing. Like, that's my girlfriend. I've been over there multiple times. But she didn't let me go over there. So she had said, okay, you have to leave because I'm finna.
Honestly, I don't even think she let this nigga slide. I think he pushed up to the spot because, like he said, he been here before because he take her to work. So he knew how to get there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. She wasn't fucking with this nigga for whatever dumb nigga reason. He pushed up to that hoe. They got to arguing. Nigga got mad, popped the hoe. That's what happened.
To get ready to go to sleep. I said, okay. I literally walked down the stairs. I came out the door. She closed the door behind me. I told her. I said, okay, I'm going to call you later and make sure that you good and that you okay because I know you got work. And I told her to call me if you need a ride to work. Okay, this is what I do on the daily. So I said, okay. I literally got to my car door. I literally go to open my car door and I hear.
And see, I ain't gonna cut like by the nigga tone. He's not worried about his girl. He's trying to convince these niggas he didn't do shit, which is another reason why it's so clear this nigga guilty as fuck.
Yeah, it's probably
the wrong way. I hope you
way.
like honey buns and noodles.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
I'm trying to find an ID.
I'm trying to look for the gun.
7250, they're calling it DOE.
What happened after that? What'd you do?
Because listen, I got up in the car, bro. I pulled up. I'm like, what the f they shooting? But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get shot. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm an innocent bystander.
I'm an innocent bystander. No, you're not, pal. You did it.
Maybe and shoot me. Okay. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I literally, but I turn around and like that. I literally turn around. I pull the back up, bro. I'm banging on the fucking door to get back up in there because I don't have the keys to her apartment. I cannot get in that
I
conflict.
will say, I do think this nigga killed that hoe out of pure anger. He didn't recognize what he did till he seen that hoe drop dead.
What?
I'm trying to sort out what's going on right now, man. We'll come talk to you in a second.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I swear to God on everything I love.
So you went back in?
No, I went back in after the shots. I went back in after the shot because I knocked on the fucking door and the neighbor opened the door for me.
Okay.
I'll also say too though, bitch, like if there's no bullet holes in the back of that house, you're cooked. You're cooked.
Upstairs.
Was your door open?
Your door was already unlocked. I'm telling you, the door is already unlocked. I'm literally, bro. I'm literally trying to check. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, what's wrong? All I see is blood on the floor. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, no, it's in my car.
Okay. What's your name?
Keyshawn. Keshawn. Rouser.
Does that look like a bullet hole in the wall right in front of you? Right there? Yeah, that's what that is. Looks like you got.
Oh yeah, this nigga dug his grave, cause that's coming like this way on some shit. You know, the same way. Like, let's just go with his story. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never come in the room, which means he would have shot that hoe from that door, and that's damn near exactly where the bullet would have hit. This nigga cooked.
Some brain matter over here. Yeah, it came in through here.
Some brain matter's on her lap.
Is that one right there? Or not? Looks like she might have been shot twice. Unless she held up her arm in front of her.
Here's the exit wound. Okay. Brain matter. 5 wounds total, 1, 2, 1 in the other arm, and then the 2 in the head.
And look at, there's stuff all over here, all up here. Did you look through the window?
Yeah, it's brain matter right on the window.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out. The first thing I do is I call her friend.
Yeah, them shots couldn't have came from outside, bitch. You fried. Hey, bitch, I hope nobody passed you that knife talking about some fight for your ass, bitch, because you going to jail. You fried.
She said, wait. She said, wait, what's going on, bro? I said, bro, I just heard 8 shots come out of her apartment, bro. She said, wait. I called her granny, bro. I told her granny I heard 8 shots come out of her apartment. She her granny like, what you mean her 8 shots come out of her apartment? I said, bro, I'm literally in the house right now. Bro. Then her granny keep asking me, did you do it? No, I didn't do that. I love that girl.
And they found 5 total bullet holes. There's gray matter on her pants, on the window seal. Looking.
7 holes.
7?
Yep, 7 holes.
Just like this nigga said, 8 shots. He ain't heard 8 shots. He let off 8 shots. I ain't gonna lie, like, the crazy part is, nigga, it don't take no detective to tell this nigga did that shit.
Does that mean anything to you?
It don't take Batman, buddy.
Yeah, just leave it.
Hey, is that car plate register you, man?
Yeah, that's my car.
You see anybody coming out of that place?
Bro, I didn't know, bro. I left. I pulled off, bro. I pulled off.
Okay.
I got scared because there was shots. I pulled off. I came back.
So when you came out of here, you didn't see anybody go in?
No, I didn't. But listen, she was already at home when I got here.
I know, but you said you left because she didn't want to.
Yeah, but she didn't let me in the door. I don't know if somebody was in there or not. Okay. She didn't let me in the house.
You lying, gang. You called the cops, nigga. You had plenty of time to get a better story.
What are you talking about?
You called me, said that shot apartment.
No, I did. I said I heard 8 shots come out of her apartment.
Right now, man.
Okay.
I heard 8 shots from in there. I heard bang.
Come on, cooperate with me.
I am cooperating, bro. I'm just trying to.
I know your hands up, right? But the whole neighborhood ain't gonna know.
Yes, I know the whole neighborhood ain't gonna know my business, bro. But I'm just saying, bro. I'm trying to tell because everybody trying to look at me like I did that.
No, I told you. Look, I told you straight up. You're not arrested. You're detained right now, right?
Okay, and I understand that.
We get called here. Someone shot, right?
Yes, and I called you.
Hold on, breathe, buddy. Keep yelling over me because I'm on your side. All right? I told you straight up. You're not arrested. You're detained. I just obviously got to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
You're in the apartment. She's shot. I'm sorting out everything. You're not arrested. Your story checks out. Just let everything happen for a second. All right?
This nigga cooked with that. Your story checks out. This nigga nerves is on edge. Like, nigga, calm down a little bit. He know he did that shit.
Just be smooth with me.
Okay.
I don't think she was shot here. Any casings or anything in here? There's a bullet fragment over next to her.
I saw that.
Yeah, and there's a strike to the wall. You see it right here?
Oh yeah.
Right there, and then it hits there. But there's brain matter on the window over here, right over here, and it's in her lap, and she was up in the corner. So I'm curious. I don't think this happened here. I think.
You don't think it happened here?
Oh, there's not. She got shot 5 times.
She got shot 5 times?
There's 7 total holes. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he heard 8 gunshots.
Yeah, there's no one else in here. This was unlocked.
Right.
Hey, bro,
I'm not, bro. Can I just breathe? I'm breathing, bro.
No, but you're trying to talk to them.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm just letting you know, bro. I got alibis, bro. Right when I just with you, bro. I've been with you.
See, I got alibis. All he trying to do is make sure everybody think he ain't do it. He's not worried about his girlfriend. He has no remorse for her death.
All day, bro. I just dropped you off over your.
If you was gonna do this bit, you gotta act like a damsel in distress, damn near. If you was gonna do all this extra shit, bro, you gotta find them, bro. You gotta find them. Like, they really killed my life. They really killed my life. I'm talking about you gotta find a way to fake some tears, bitch. I'm talking about you gotta go cut some onions real quick or something, nigga.
Yo, Auntie Tanya, I mean, over there by the court, bro, so you can play with Trey on there. I just was with you, bro.
This will be your last one. I'm gonna have to close the door, buddy.
Okay.
Anything on the home?
One on the upper
There's no patient. There's nothing else in there. He had 3 callers, and he's one of them.
The right arm, upper.
Not one casing on here.
What's that guy? Yeah. What's that?
His quick story was he had come over here.
This officer relays his knowledge of the situation to who appears to be an investigative officer. Simultaneously, Kashawn again recounts his story to an officer, but added small additional bits of information.
Bro.
What's up?
Now I'm talking to you. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Y'all want to know? Y'all asking me how I got in the apartment and everything. When I first got here, her neighbor was opening the door. I came in the door. I knocked on her door. She opened it. She would not let me in, sir.
She told you to come over, though, right?
Yeah, she said I can come over while we was on the phone. Me and her literally had a conversation. We literally was on the phone.
That's your girlfriend?
That was my ex-girlfriend, but we getting back together.
Okay.
Yeah, we was getting back together.
How long were you guys together on off?
We've been together for 1.5 years. We just broke up like 3 weeks ago, but me and her been talking about getting back together and like.
Fraud, you was mad because you came over here probably trying to get back with her. She wasn't fucking with you. Forced your way into the house. She ran into the room. You popped the hoe. And now here we are.
That, and she said we getting back together. She just needed time to, you know what I'm saying, get through her feelings and shit like that.
Right.
I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally sitting here being, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally sitting here being okay with all that shit because I understand. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got feelings, bro.
Kashawn recounts his story from here, reiterating that he was at the apartment. Then as he was getting into his car to leave, he heard 8 gunshots, sped off in fear, but then returned, allegedly concerned about Leah's safety. He shares in greater detail the moment.
See, like, there's nothing in this nigga's actions that show he give a fuck about the safety of his girlfriend. He's more so worried about not going to jail. And I ain't gonna lie, like, from the jump, everybody thought it was this nigga. So then once all the ballistics come back and show it could only be one nigga, this nigga's cooked.
Of his return to her apartment.
I knocked on her door again. I'm like, Leah. I checked the door to see if it's unlocked. The door's unlocked. I open the door. All I see her is on the floor dead. I literally dropped down to my knees, bro. The first person I'll call is her motherfucking friend.
Mind you. I done seen videos of houses getting shot up, right? It'd be 6, 7, 8 niggas in that hoe. Not one nigga get shot. Not one nigga get touched. And I'm talking about these niggas is dumping 50 rounds, 100 rounds. Like, so I say that to say, it's no way you heard 8 shots. Who was shooting this nigga? John Wick? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, how do you hit all out of the 8 shots? How do 7 of them hoes hit from outside? The nigga with that gun is not John Wick.
I call her right there. I call her friend. I tell her. I'm like, bro, I just heard 8 shots come out her apartment complex. I'm crying like a motherfucker, bro. Bro, she's like, hold on.
Face
she just left me and shit like that, bro.
Like, if this shit just happened, face dried in a hole, eyes not red. Get the fuck out my face.
Fam, I just heard 8 shots come out of her apartment complex. So then she said, hold on, I'm gonna call you back. I called her granny. Her granny said, what the fuck happened? I'm telling her granny, bro, like, I just heard 8 shots come out your granddaddy complex, your granddaughter complex, and shit like that. I'm literally doing all that shit, right? All I know is, bro, I literally, bro, I swear to God on my soul, I'm like, bro, who the fuck is this? She asking me, did I do it? I said, I did not do it. I said, I didn't do it. I said, I don't know, bro. I said, she didn't let me in the house.
Did you see somebody run out?
I sped down the street.
That's his car.
I sped down the street, bro. I didn't see nobody run in and out.
When you heard the shots fired out here, you didn't see anybody run out the apartment?
No, I didn't. I drove off.
Do you think someone was...
Here's the thing. You either should have heard some tires get to screeching, and that shit would have been on the pavement. Them niggas could have checked that shit. Or you would have seen somebody, you was right there. No niggas just gonna sit there and stay around after they shot a nigga. You would have had to see some.
Was in there?
Bro, I don't know. She didn't let me through the door.
Okay. All right, man. He was in the apartment when we got here.
He was in the apartment?
Yeah.
Yes, I can't. Listen, I had the door. Look, I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
I know you gave your story,
I got the black thing, but I got the black thing held open so I can get back into the house because I don't have a key to get back in.
I hear you, buddy. Just take a seat.
In this moment, a bystander speaks to an officer about getting information for Leah's grandmother, who is apparently on scene. Bystander implies that Leah's mother is deceased, and social media post made by Leah herself supports this claim. Leah's grandmother has now not just lost her daughter in recent years, but now her granddaughter too.
You never supposed to bury your kids, let alone your grandkids.
That's possibly him right there. Well, that's him, but that's possibly suspect.
He's talking very fast, like he's nervous. Extremely fast.
That's
The story doesn't make a lot of sense.
it's kind of a clue.
Is there a gun up there?
There's no gun, there's no casings.
And get this guy, this fucking guy right here. He's on the wrong side of the tape.
Did you hear anything? You're right next door. I'll tell you what, I'll let a detective know to come over and talk to you in private.
While an on-camera interview does not happen with this individual, officers do question the downstairs neighbor about the incident.
While we were standing, we heard a loud bam bam. I didn't think it was a gunshot, but I just thought he was banging on the door some more. Like I thought he kicked it now instead of hitting it, but then he ran out. Yeah.
Could you make out what he was saying?
He was like saying let me in. She was saying go or leave or something. Just like that. I just moved in like 3 months ago.
Okay.
And they argue all the time. 10 minutes later, the car pulls back up, but he had someone with him, a female. I hear a female voice, and they're both like, she dead. So I'm like, oh nah, he killed her.
The female that this witness mentions is never explained, nor are we aware of any charges pressed against a second individual for this case. Rumors shared on social media detail that Kashawn may have cheated on Leah, and that action prompted the breakup, but those claims are unsubstantiated. Considering this witness was primarily listening through her doorway, it is possible she was hearing Kashawn's panicked voice as he uses falsetto and reaches a considerably higher pitch.
And then he knocked on my door. And I opened it, and he said, did y'all hear anything happen? And I was like, all I saw was a black Charger. And he said, that's my car. He was like, I came, and she wouldn't let me in. She told me to leave. I left. He was like, so, he said, so I thought somebody in here did it. I said, no, you didn't think nobody in here did it. So that's why I called the police.
Okay.
Because I see he's trying to flip it. I just closed my door.
Had you call the police prior to him knocking on your door?
Yeah.
Okay, you already
Yeah,
did.
but I'm just saying.
Okay.
In the video we obtained, Kashawn never implies that a neighbor might be responsible, nor did he mention talking to the downstairs neighbor after supposedly discovering Leah's body. According to news reports, investigators found more details surrounding the 911 calls. The first call revealed further suspicion of Kashawn's actions. Allegedly, before Kashawn called 911, he called a friend and shared that Leah had been shot at her apartment. Kashawn told officers this information on scene. However, his friend revealed Kashawn left out the bit of information where he allegedly admitted to shooting Leah, which is what prompted the friend to make the first 911
Snitch ass nigga. I ain't mad at it though. I am, but I'm not though. I am though.
call. Investigators interviewed others who were close to Kashawn and Leah and found that Kashawn was apparently very possessive of her. The pair held a very rocky relationship, as alluded by Kashawn himself on scene. Other close friends shared that Kashawn had threatened to kill Leah last fall, and he allegedly purchased a gun in order to do so. News reports indicated Leah had 8 gunshot wounds in total, matching Kashawn's story that he heard 8 gunshots.
I told you in the beginning that's gonna be this nigga downfall.
Sadly, investigations also discovered that Kashawn and Leah knew of each other since 3rd grade. After his arrest, Kashawn was charged with first-degree murder, with modifiers for using a dangerous weapon and for domestic abuse. This is the only criminal charge we could find in Kashawn's records. Roughly 2 weeks later, he entered a plea of not guilty. The court set a $250,000 cash bond that Kashawn never posted. In February of 2023, almost 8 months after Leah's killing, a jury unanimously found Kashawn guilty at trial. In March, he was sentenced to life in prison, confining him for at least 35 years after Leah's death until April of 2057, when he will be 55 years old. Violations during his prison sentence can extend his total stay by up to 40 days for each infraction. He may petition for extended supervised release after his prison sentence is complete.